What's up, Wargamers? Welcome back to World of Wargaming. I'm Isaiah. Today we're digging back into Rangers of Shadowdeep. It's been a while. I read through the rulebook earlier today during my usual reading time to refresh myself on it, so hopefully I get the rules right. If I don't, as always, let me know in the comments. Help me out with that before we get to the game and the board and the rules and the scenario and all that jazz. If you haven't considered smashing all the buttons, please do. And if you'd like another way to support the channel, check out those links to Redbubble and Patreon down in the description. Let's get into this game of Rangers of Shadowdeep. Opening the broken door to the tower, you see that nearly the entire floor of the chamber has collapsed, and the basement below has flooded. Only one broken pathway is left to reach the stairs to the rooms above. Books and loose scraps of paper float on the water. There are a couple of islands left, including one in the far corner that contains an intact bookcase. Everything seems still and lifeless, until something unseen causes the water to ripple. Alright, my friends, it's been a while, but we are back in the Shadowdeep, back into St. Emilia's Cathedral or Convent. And we're going to tackle this library. Now, there is a point of interest. That bookcase is a point of interest. But I'm going to go ahead and tell you right now, I am not going to be finding out what's in there because I am not tangling with all this bluish green you see. That's deep water. And I already lost a good man back in the swamps. And I'm not looking to lose another today. So my game plan, this is a 2-room mission. I haven't shown you the second room yet. This is the first room. This is kind of the basement level of the library where we come in. My plan is to get down this pathway and up to the next floor as quickly as possible while pelting those snakes with just shots, just trying to pepper them on the move. So we're going to start with turn 1 Ranger phase. And we're going to start popping shots at these boys. He's going to take a shot and then run up the ladder. They got a 20. I got a 20. Because I have +5 shoot. I knew I should have used the steady shot there. Alas, that is a miss. And then he will scurry up the ladder. Move, taking him just up to the top of the ladder. We're going to have Tobias take the next shot. That's a 19 plus Tobias has a shoot of +7, the sheet says. So that's a hit. They are armor 8 on the giant snake. So it'd be a 26 minus 8 would be 18. That's definitely enough to kill that snake. Proceeds to move up the ladder, getting to right there. And I double checked it. The 7 is right. It's because he hit his progression level at 30 on the last game, which means he got +4 to a single skill, which obviously went to his shoot up to a maximum of 10. Next, we'll have Samuel take a shot. Samuel is nowhere near as proficient a shot, but Tobias, that makes sense because Tobias has been with me since the very beginning. A trusted companion. That'll be a shot. That'll be a hit, though, for Samuel. A 13 beats a 13 plus 2 for him. Samuel. Shoot. +2. So he has a 15 to their 8 because they add +1 for their fight when you shoot at them. That'll be 15 over their armor 8, which will be 7 damage. He gets basically to like right at the top of that ladder. Moves closer. All it could do was double move. Coming to me, we're going to move. Everybody else is just going to be moving. Matrim might throw a knife. I got to check the range on that. I think it's a 6-inch range. He just performs double moves. Desdemona and Sigvald could not make it up. They were too far away from the ladder to begin with. Which brings us to everybody's favorite part of the game, the event phase, where we're going to get the red ace. I have to choose someone on the lower level to make a perception roll. That is going to be Dundrick. That should beat it. I got to check the target. Number 12, and I am +3 on my perception, giving me a 19 total. So we place a giant water snake within 3 inches of him. To me on the ranger phase, where Dundrick is going to use his steady aim, and we're going to try to cream this snake right here. That's a 13 plus 10 is a 23 over their 10. 23 over their armor 8 leaves a remainder that is greater than 10. I don't have to do all that math. So that's another dead snake. And then Dundrick's going to move down the walkway. And going to have Tobias take a shot at the snake that remains. That's an 8 plus 7 is a 15, which beats their 10. They have 7 damage on them. I have 5 coming in. They have 10 health. That's enough to kill a snake. 6 to here. And this is a little bit narrower than it should be, so I'm just kind of moving people freely. The rest of my turn is just going to be moving people. So this is where everybody starts. Everybody ends up here, just kind of strung along the walkway. And our event card is... oh, snap. It's one of the good ones, or bad ones. We'll see. It says we hear a deep growl, and a wolf appears. Now, it says to place it in a middle of a random table edge. That doesn't really make sense to me for the scenario, given that we're in a flooded basement. So I'm going to even or odd whether or not it comes in the door that I came in, or whether it runs down the steps from the floor above. So an even will be the door that I came in. Even. And I wasted a 20. Dagnabbit. But even, I mean, it's better for me that it came in down here. I didn't want to waste a 20 on that roll. So Wolf comes in here, and we go back to me on the Ranger phase. Gonna end up spending one more turn down here anyways, because I don't want to be straggling up to the second floor too much. So we're gonna pop some shots at this wolf, see if we can deal with it. Dundrick will hit the first shot. An 8 plus 5 is a 13, which beats a 4 plus their fight of 1 for a 5. Beats their armor of 10 by 4, so 4 damage to the wolf. And 2 health remaining on it. Tobias right here will take the second shot. Let's turn him to face his foe. Plus freaking 7. That's so awesome. That'll do it. Dead wolf. Got everybody piled up onto the staircase, just ready to go. Card will be the red 3. 2 skeletons coming down the stairs where we are. So we're going to pop some shots. Dundrick will fire first at this skeleton. I got to get out the skeleton card. I don't know. It currently sits at a 12 to a 12. I'm going to use my Hand of Fate to reroll that. Ooh, and it's a crit. Let's go. Auto hit plus another 5 damage. So I'm at a 20, 25, 30. Bones just shatter everywhere. Get out of here. Just a little bit to the stairs. We're going to have Tobias move through and take a shot at the one at the top of the stairs. Skelly will be at +1 for this. I got a 9 plus 7, 16. They got a 6 plus 2, 8. That'll beat them. They have an armor of 10 and 1 health. Next, we're going to have Doggo move on up the stairwell. And we're going to have Matrim move up the stairwell. We're going to move him to up the stairwell and to right there. Which will bring us to monster phase, where these bats, these blood bats. We're now in the library proper, where we're going to fight some blood bats. And there are numerous points of interests here, 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 as well as those 2 rooms, which I don't know what's in. You have to go to notes to see what's in the room, so I have no idea what's going on there. We'll populate those as we get to it. Bats are closer to the dog than they are to the rogue, so they'll both fly towards him. This one makes it into base to base, but not with an action left to fight. This one does not make it in with its total of 12 inches of movement. 8 on the first one, and then half that 4 for the second. We are split. I have some of my force up on the second floor and some still down below waiting to come up and cause problems. Let's draw an event card. 5 of Hearts. Desdemona notices a glowing rune, and we're going to see if she can recognize what it is and what it means. Target number 10. Let's go. I super know what it is. It's a trap. It's a trap. And we avoid said trap. Not today, devilish convent. So during the ranger phase, Dundrick is going to come up the stairs. He can get to about right there. He had about 2 inches up the steps left, and he's got 7 inches, and these blocks are, yeah. So that's fine. And he's going to take a shot at this unengaged bloodbat. I need this to go well. I probably shouldn't have said that out loud. Yep, wait. Yeah, because they get +1 because I moved as well. So, that's a miss. We're going to activate Tobias, who's going to come up to right there. Take a shot at the same bat with his +7. There we go. So they do get a 21 because they have a fight of 1, and because I moved, they get +1. However, I got a 26, which is... oh, yeah, they only have 1 health. So that's enough to kill this bat. And then we're going to bring Sigvald up the stairs and into combat with that bat, and he will then swing on that bat. +7 to the roll. 2, 8, 9. So I do actually win the combat there. However, the Bloodbat with its 1 health has armor 12. So hold on. 2 + 7 is 9. Plus 2 for the two-handed weapon is 11. So no. However, I can push him back. So we're going to take him back an inch. Oh, it won't matter because he's just going to charge back at me. Anyways, that's what we're doing. And this bad boy will come back in, and he will go at the one that has the lower health, which would be the dog. However, the dog will get +2 to this for support. 11, 13, damage, 6 health, which will unfortunately take down the dog. We'll see if he survives this at the end and continues to travel with us, or if we're going to John Wick the crap out of this place. To me, oh no, yeah, it comes to me in the companion phase. I'm just going to do some moving towards some of these points of interest. So we're going to just kind of spread out a little bit. Spreading out thusly, bringing us to the event phase. The red 6. Brings in 2 blood bats from a hole in the ceiling. I don't have another bat model, so we're going to remember that there's 2 of them there, however. And we're going to go to the ranger phase, where Dundrick is going to take a shot at the bat that would be right here. That will hit. 6 + 5 is 11 over their armor 12. Nope. Won't do any damage though. And then he'll move. Let's take a shot at the one that's still flapping around up in the rafters. That's going to hit. 10, 17, and that's going to kill because it only has 1 damage on it. So, boom, dead bat. We're going to have Samuel take a shot at this one over here. That is a 1. Yup, that is a 1. An auto miss. We'll go to monster phase, where this bloodbat will swing at Sigvald. 12, 13, 6, 11. So that will hit. His armor is 12. So for 2, 3, 1 damage. One will move to Matrim Mason, who is closer. Wing. Well, they got a 1, so they're not hitting me, but I'm also not going to get through their armor. But mainly the important thing is they're not going to hit me. Go to the rest of the companions. Jules St. Augustine will move to here and check out this point of interest, see what's going on in there. Ancient lore roll. It's a bunch of old religious tracks, and wouldn't you know it, the healer has religious lore, has ancient lore at a +3. Target number 12. 9 + 3 is 12. Let's go. Let's check out a note. To run towards these shelves to investigate them. Sigvald will take his swing at the bat. And the bat will hit him for 1 damage. Why not? Matrim will take a swing at the other bat. Okay. 12 + 1 is 13, which beats their armor of 12 for 1 damage, which is all I need to kill a bat. Excellent. He will then move. Behind the desk is the body of a middle-aged man with ink-stained hands. There is a scroll on the table that I need to try to decode, see if I can figure it out. Read runes roll, target number 8. No modifiers. That's a 3. I failed. No information for me. I failed every single, like, potentially figure out the puzzle roll that I could. Our event card is going to be the red 4. So I choose somebody at random, and then they can activate during the ranger phase, and they get 3 actions instead of 2. So it will be Matrim Mason, who is going to move with post haste towards that door. In that room is a scared young woman hiding behind an overturned desk. With his 3rd action, we will proceed to move into the room a little bit more, and we can perform a leadership roll to see if we can find out. It's target number 12. Oh, we were so close. I can do that as many times as I want. Next, we'll go to Dundrick. Yep, who can make it to this door. And we will see what's in there. Test. It's target number 6. I have +4 on Dundrick. We are in the room. It used to be a treasury of some sort. However, pretty much everything is missing except for this 1 treasure token and these 3 blood bats. We're reskinning a blood bat as a rat, but same stat line. Dundrick has an action left, so he's going to take a shot at that lead bat. That's a 9, 13, no, 14 to their 13. That will hit, will beat their armor, and will kill a blood rat. I also gained 5 XP. Action left in the ranger phase. I have a model left to activate, so it's going to be Tobias, who's going to move over and try to help deal with this blood bat over here that just we can't hit. Swinging at +4. That's an 11 to an 11, which is nothing. I think a tie would go to the defender, but I have armor 11, so nothings. We'll start with this blood bat, and he'll swing at Sigvald, because Sigvald currently has lower health. Oh, he's going to get crushed this time, though. That's plus, yep, he's dead. We finally dealt with this blood bat. He's gone. Excellent. We're going to come try to get them a piece of Dundrick. So that one will come up first. Dundrick's got a fight of +2. 12 to a 17 is not going to do the job there, though. So that's 17, 18 over my armor. 11 will be 7 damage. Will then come take a swing at me as well. That time, not going to get there, though. Even with his +3 getting him to 14, I have a 17, which will kill that blood rat. Go to the rest of my companions. We'll start with Desdemona, who will move over here to check out that point of interest. Touches a book, and here's a whirring noise. So we got to make a traps roll. Target number 12. Fails. So we will awaken 3 more blood bats that were in the rafters, and they will come down to the desk. Read runes roll. Target number 12. That one I ace, however. And we'll go check it out. It's actually really, really cool. I found a spell book that can be given to any hero, and it holds any 2 spells from the rule book. And I can cast them at will using an action just like as if I knew them. But once you use it up, it's gone. If you don't use up all the spells, you can turn it in at the end of the mission when you get back to Alador for 10 XP or a free progression point. So that's pretty dope. I'll probably put 2 fireballs in it and try to just only use one of them so I can turn it in later. We'll take a shot at one of these blood bats that came down and miss horribly. He will then move here. Sigvald moves up beside him. Jules moves down to here. Is the black 9. Cloud of ash that moves in. The line of sight is reduced to 12 or 8 inches. And I have to make a will roll, target number 12, before I can activate with anybody. And if they fail, they only get 1 activation because of the smog. Start my ranger phase. We'll activate Dundrick, who is going to evade to step away from that blood bat out of combat, and then take a shot. That is a miss. Samuel, who will take a shot at that blood bat up there. That's going to hit and kill. So we'll move 6 and take a shot at this blood bat, or blood rat. 3 plus that's a miss. Okay, guys, we got to do better than this. Phase where this bat will move and attack Sigvald, who has less health right now. And Sigvald will whack that bat back into oblivion. Bat rat will move in and do the same. 3 plus 7 is 10, so that's a miss, and they will deal 1 damage to me. We'll then come in and we'll cancel out all the support, so it's just a straight roll between these two. And he gets absolutely demolished. Feed the meat grinder, baby. Feed it. We'll go to the rest of the companions. We'll go ahead and start with Sigvald swinging on this remaining blood rat. Oh, wow. Come on, Sigvald. You are just not doing well today. He has a 13, which is not going to be enough. They have an 18 over his armor. 12 is 6 damage. We're gonna activate Jules, who will move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and heal Sigvald. We'll double move that way, and Batrep is going to try this leadership check again to see if he can talk to calm this young woman down. He cannot. He does not bandy his words as well as his blades. Card. Red 2. We have 1 turn remaining. The stairway collapses. It doesn't affect me in the least. If I had had people on the stairway, they would have taken damage, and it would have made it much more difficult to move between levels. Anyways, Ranger phase. Move and pick up the treasure. Tobias will move in on this blood bat and take a swing. See if he can do the job. He can... Wait, hold on. He's plus 6. No, that's 14. That's not going to do the job. That's 17 over his armor of 11. 11. So 6 damage. Sigvald. Finally, Sigvald kills that stinking rat. Good riddance. No monsters on the board, so we'll go to the rest of the companions. Batrep will try to make this leadership test. He gets it. Let's go. The woman was an initiate of the Order of St. Emilia, who, when everything went down, ran into this room, locked the door, hid. She found some food, scavenged up some food in the room, and has been surviving off of that and rainwater. She really has no idea how long she's been here. She will join the group for now as a free companion with the same stats as a conjurer. She knows heal and 1 other spell. I'll have to read it again to remind myself. But that's pretty cool. I'm down with another healer in the group. Remaining actions, we'll go with... Let me measure a thing real quick. Yes. Jules will move his 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then he will throw his second heal on. At that point, there's not really anything else that I need to do. So let's do... I'm going to do some post-game maths, and I'll let you know how everything turns out. Nets 27 experience. We find a Shield of Brightness 5, which Jules St. Augustine has. The dog survives, so he's still running with us through the convent. As it turns out, it was the girl's dog. They're incredibly happy to be reunited. His name was Turnip. And we got some progression point advances on Desdemona and Jules St. Augustine. They both went up to... They got to 10 progression points. They got plus 1 health. And that, my friends, is going to do it for this game of Rangers of Shadowdeep. Thanks so much for tuning in, hanging out. I hope you have an absolutely amazing rest of your day. And as always, I'd like to say a big, huge, from the bottom of my heart, thank you to our patrons who support us and pledge to us over on Patreon. You guys are the absolute best. If you enjoyed the content you saw here today and that's something that you would like to consider doing to help out the channel, go over there, check out the link in the description, check out the Patreon. There's a lot of cool stuff over there, including access to our Discord server. Talk to me, hang out with me, talk about our work, what we got going on in the hobby, some shout outs, all kinds of cool stuff. Check it out if that's something that you think you would be into. And regardless of whether or not you do that, I want you to know that I am incredibly grateful that you decided to stop by and spend part of your day with me today, rolling dice and pushing toy soldiers around. I hope you have an amazing rest of your day, and as always, may the dice be ever in your favor.